The mining industry is really far from discussions over Australia's economy and, of course, the environment. The government's investing billions in critical mineral exploration and production in the budget, while Peter Dutton singled out WA's big mining sector in his budget reply last night. So, lots of discussions about the industry and the future of it over the course of the week. Let's bring in now Professor David Williams. He's a mining expert from the University of Queensland. He joins us now from Brisbane. David, very good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well.
Now, we've heard a lot, certainly in the last week, about critical minerals mining. For a lot of Australians who perhaps don't know about critical minerals and the importance of them, can you take us through that?
Well, I guess critical minerals, and it's a fairly flexible definition as well, you know, what are critical minerals? But essentially it's the way forward, I guess, to decarbonising the industry, decarbonising transport and everything else we do as well.
Okay, and how would you describe the scale of the industry at the moment in Australia and the potential for it to grow?
I think the potential is enormous. I mean, Australia has enormous reserves of all sorts of things, including what might be called critical minerals. Perhaps a bit of definition about critical minerals as well. You know, what constitutes a critical mineral? Some people would like to extend it to certainly copper. Some would like to say iron ore as well, but you know, it's a flexible sort of definition. We need all of these things, and we need more of them. And society sort of demands that we have more of these things to keep the economy rolling.
And based on, without getting too much into the politics of the week, based on your observations of the mining industry, do government tax incentives generally help when it comes to promoting production and investment?
It's an interesting balance, isn't it, between incentives and the amount of contribution that the mining industry makes to Australia already. I mean, I don't think people fully appreciate just how much contribution the mining industry makes to Australia's lifestyle. You know, the amount of money generated in royalties and that sort of thing through iron ore in Western Australia, coal in Queensland, even in New South Wales as well, subsidises all of our lifestyles. In fact, you know, we owe a lot to the mining industry. If the mining industry catches a cold, we all suffer.
But of course, there is a transition point coming up as Australia pivots to renewable energy over the next few decades. You mentioned the decarbonisation of the industry in your first answer, David. How would you describe the pace of that? What more needs to be done, or do you believe it's happening too quickly?
I think it's actually happening too slowly. I think everyone, and governments included, need to speed up the process. You know, you're looking at things like coal mines closing down. Now, this is something that's been in the wind for a long time. It's not as if they're suddenly closing because of the move towards green energy or renewable energy. A lot of these coal mines are reaching their life, you know, their design life anyway, so they would have been closed anyway. What do they get replaced with, and how quickly can we do that?